Yeah, starting soon. There you go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to 8:30 Elements of Justice. With me, Takeshy, and Chris Cole.
The handsome one.
And me, the half asleep one. I was supposed to wake up 2.5 hours earlier, but instead I woke up too late. We will start the video in time. But we are here. I think it's wrong. I mean, otherwise, other than the fact that we are late, and that's purely on me. But we are here. We are here to continue Elements of Justice about Discharge. This is the last available video. You can check out the original one down below. The links are there. You should do that. We are gonna talk through it. We are gonna theorize. We are gonna talk probably in between the sessions as well. If you don't like that, that's on you. We are here to comment about things.
It's anyway the newest video at this the date of this video. Then you can check that, and there tends to be long pauses between each of these postings.
I mean, yeah, they have to make all of the voice acting, and they have to write the story as well. They have to write the storyboard. And they
Yeah.
have to animate everything, which is a long time.
Which process takes the longest?
I mean, probably before this, they had some problems. They weren't even sure if they would continue.
Okay.
But hi, here I am. And all this year with hair and everything. As I said, I just woke up. All I did was turn on the PC, and that's all the time I had. Hopefully the volume is gonna be fine. I didn't have time to check. But we will see. I will have to look over multiple times if the volume levels are fine or not. But let's go with the previously. Jose Mosey.
Previously on Elements of Justice.
Ms. Dash, on the day of the incident, you were swapping out Streamline's juice box. But what
Might
happened
be
to the
a
one you
bit
swapped
loud.
out?
I went back to Wonderbolt Academy after
Just a
hearing
second.
that
There we
Rainbow
go.
wanted more juice. When I got there, I saw a crazy tornado tearing through everything. I saw a single pony making it nearby. It was a pony with rainbow hair.
Yeah, it was a pony with rainbow hair, but this guy would say Rainbow Dash if it was Rainbow Dash.
Moreover, she did not want the victim treated in time. Therefore, she generated the tornado in an attempt to draw attention away from Streamline.
I'm not... Rainbow wouldn't try anything like this.
Look at the facts made bare. Have you been
It is an improvement to the voice animation for
There are
the lip
numerous
movements in the
available
right.
facts, I will grant. but one of them is the lack of poison cited in the toxicology report.
It's always an improvement. You know that.
Had to pony up and do something about her.
In the older videos, would they be a little more stiff in the lip moves, right?
As
Yeah,
we
they,
can
they
all
were
see,
more like
no
just
one does the report
moving
list
the mouse and
hallucinations
that's
under
all.
the symptoms for gricklegrass poisoning. It's entirely possible that Streamline was not poisoned by gricklegrass at all. This hallucination is likely the result of something else. What was it Streamline said again? Stay, so sorry. Could it really be
Oh yeah, we
Streamline
linked together
wasn't
the
saying
two
stay,
problems.
so sorry, but rather
Two
Stella?
tires.
So sorry? Is this even the same mare though? From
Not only
Also,
are
yeah,
certain
it was a
that the
search.
delirious
Oh yeah,
comments made
she
by
said
the victim
Stella.
are relevant, but you're claiming they relate to a specific pony?
this hallucination can't be explained. All I've done is present an argument for what it could mean.
We still lack a definitive explanation for this additional symptom, after all. Court is now adjourned.
And in real life they would have this report court because you can say that, oh, it was poison, but the toxic report said no poison.
Where is she?
We
Where the
still
heck did
got
she
no
go?
side of the story of Rainbow. Why she did switching the juice boxes?
Off like that.
Yeah,
Because I
I
had a
don't know
feeling that I
why.
needed to hurry in order to catch Rainbow before she got away. Now where is she?
Rainbow didn't get away. She was taken to the detention center right after the trial ended.
Then that's where we're headed. Come on.
I mean she's still on the arrest. Well, but her name isn't cleared. Who was here?
Mr. Wright, let's go.
No.
Sonata, I think you just need a moment to calm down. Maybe get some food. We've been running on empty for most of the day.
You are not yourself and you are
That's where
hungry.
your head is at?
I mean, after all that, you've got to be a little hungry, right?
I think I had probably prepared some party food for you already. Knowing her.
Mr. Wright, after everything she just put us through? The only thing I'm hungry for is an explanation.
Now, wait.
No, I'm done waiting. We've wasted enough time doing that. I'm going, and you're not going to stop me.
You should have asked
Sonata,
this in the
I'm not
trial.
trying to stop you. We do need to talk to Rainbow. But we need to talk to Rainbow.
I just talked our way out of a guilty verdict by the skin of my horn.
Yes, but
By the skin of my horn. Do you mean to say that the horn is not just a horn? It is a bone under a skin as well.
Or maybe it's a skin over a bone.
Yeah, because I always imagine it is just a horn. It is just a bone. A literal bone. But it seems not. It is even more like a phallic object when they get hit by the poison nuke.
What?
I'm just not sure you're in the right headspace to talk. I mean, I don't know what you'll start saying when we get there.
What I'll say? What about our client, Phoenix? Did you have any idea what she was going to say? What she did was beyond foolish.
You did call her to the stand.
Are you saying this is my fault?
No, I just think we needed a...
Someone get hurt because
Prosecutor Luna!
Have you a query for me?
You could say that. What kind of act were you putting on in there?
the prosecutor act?
Act? Surely you jest.
I'm not kidding. I've never seen you behave that way before.
You've been an attorney for naught but 6 moons, Miss Sonata. Stay a while longer and perhaps you would—
Stop dancing around the point. We're not in court right now. It seems like you were taking the whole matter personally. I'd like to know why.
Today's crops of castigations were not unlike many I have planted and sown before in court. My intensity should have been expected. I'd have thought you were more prepared to take on a princess. We always bring our best efforts. Would you prefer that we not?
There's a difference between doing your job and going too far.
I mean, most of them are going too
Nice.
far.
Too far. The catch-all term of ambiguous morality. You would deem me as going too far, yes? Yet
No,
I could say the
not
same
yet.
about your tactics. Having blind faith in your client, that seems too far, don't you think? Yet you are known throughout the land of Equestria for that very tenet. Who are you, Phoenix Wright, to declare what is too far? And for a prosecutor, no less.
Is that seriously how you think I operate? It's not blind faith. It's trust. Belief. Not just in your client, but yourself as a defense attorney.
And Phoenix had a long time to learn that. And had multiple troubles over.
Did not your client prove to cause you more harm than good? Was not your trust misplaced in this way?
I won't compromise my beliefs just because things get tough.
I thought that once. Then the trial with Turning Page happened. All beliefs became but shadows of themselves, fading aimlessly into the dark, into nothing.
Well, my beliefs haven't faded because I know the truth. I know Rainbow Dash is innocent. That's not the result of blind faith. That's the result of trust and evidence.
So you say.
And, regardless of how things ended in the last trial, I'm not going to let it turn me into some pony I'm not. Not even if I want to blame myself for it.
My attitude is none of your concern, Snow.
I mean, it is.
You should be focused on your own investigation. You've borrowed some time to get your affairs in order, after all. Make peace with what you have.
Hang on! You still haven't answered my question. You can't just...
She did answer.
I am the princess of the night. Thou commandest me not.
Don't let her rattle you, okay? And don't let what Rainbow did either, nor everything else. Let's just calm down and regroup. I've been down
It
this
closed
road
my
before,
eyes.
and when that happened to me,
Spare me the speech, Phoenix. I'm not Athena or Apollo. I don't work for you.
But you are
I'm
still.
not some rookie in
He's
need
still
of
your
constant
assistant
care and
at the moment.
attention. I've had my fair share of cases, and in case you hadn't noticed, I just got us out of another.
Fair share of cases. You are an attorney for 6 months. At least that's what Luna said. And before that, you were in prison. I'm pretty sure most of those cases were murder cases to begin with.
I know what I'm doing, and I don't appreciate being condescended to.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to help.
Here's what we're going to do. We are going to go to the detention center and talk to Rainbow Dash. We're going to figure out why she's been holding out on us this entire time.
Hey, can you pause it?
Afterwards,
Yes?
Kind of got started to understand Luna after that last encounter. It was something she mentioned. Was Turning Page the name of that fool that killed his father in the last case?
I don't remember if it was the father. No, the father was not Turning Page. The father was Turning Page. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, the father was like Royal Order.
Yes.
I think Luna believed he was truly innocent and just got shocked when she learned the truth.
Yeah, that's the problem that after failing was she gave up immediately in believing.
Yeah.
It's like You try something and you fail once and you, oh, this is shit. I don't care about this anymore.
We are going to figure out how Streamline is connected to Stella.
Okay, that sounds like a plan.
I wish you can be saved with showing how Rainbow Dash is innocent. That's all. Rainbow Dash, you have to talk.
During this time, she is not very happy.
Nice to see you too, I guess. Ms. Dash, we need to talk.
Like, hey, we need to talk? What were you even doing in there?
Ms. Dash, please
At
just...
this point, I kinda hope you were trying to get me a guilty verdict. Because if that was you trying to help, I just feel sorry for you.
Just a minute. Rainbow, that's uncalled for.
And what about you, Nyx? What were you doing? Are you supposed to be helping me? Why'd you let her do all that? You should have stopped her before she majorly screwed up.
Before you
Interesting
make a
observation,
screw up
Ms. Dash.
Rainbow Dash.
But might I remind you, who was it that practically implicated herself on the stand? If I hadn't pulled us out of the deep end, fighting against the current that you created, you'd have been found guilty for sure.
You're the one who called me to the stand in the first place. Nyx would never do that to me. Which is why I wanted him to be my lawyer, not you.
Girls, please. Let's just take a deep breath.
For the last time, Mr. Wright, I am not one of your protégés. What a mess. It figures she'd rile me up this way. I need to get more out of Rainbow, but I doubt she'd be willing to spill more than she already has. And if I try to press her too much like I did before, she'll likely be even more standoffish. And that would basically mean a dead end. No, it's more than that. I don't want to interrogate her like the criminal they think she is. She's had more than enough of that already, I'm sure. I'm her defense attorney, not some correctional officer. At this point,
I mean, the problem is not that interrogating her. The problem is that she's not telling them the truth.
We're far beyond the scope of that question. And we'd just be doing the same song and dance.
Oh, really? You figured that out all on your own?
And I won't insult you by throwing yet another platitude about trust in your face. We're well beyond that, too. But I don't need you to trust me, Rainbow.
Huh?
No. You'll choose who you trust and when. And if you think I don't deserve it, then fine, so be it. But I don't need that from you. I just need you to work with me. Because I intend to keep working your case, no matter what you think. As you know, we're in serious trouble. If it wasn't for that last-minute gamble of mine, the trial would be over already. The evidence may be shaky, but it's enough to establish you as the most probable culprit. And combined with the perfect motive, the court sees little reason to doubt your guilt.
What's with all this negative talk?
I'm just acknowledging the situation to emphasize the importance of what I'm about to ask of you. I'll do what I can regardless of whether you want to work with me or not. But I'm not some all-powerful force. So
I'm just a
work
fool.
together regardless of how we feel, or we go down together in spite of it. Now about your testimony.
What? Oh, come on! I thought we were over that!
No, we're
If you
still
wanted
in
a
the
lecture right
information.
now, I would have asked for Twilight to come.
No, this isn't a lecture. I wanted to ask about something you said in it.
Yeah? What is it?
You seem to be convinced that Streamline was a cheater.
Not just convinced. I know it! She is a cheater!
But how?
Understood. But if you don't mind me asking, when did you realize that?
A week ago?
It's a bit of a long story.
Maybe give me the summed up version, since we're short on time. Did you realize that back when she first joined?
No. I mean, when she got accepted, I didn't think there was anything wrong with her. When we first met, I thought she was a bit too timid for the job, but her skills were no joke. A little rough around the edges, but hey, who isn't? Aside from me, of course. Anyways, the point is, even from the get-go, she seemed like the real deal. But one day, I noticed she was performing a lot better than normal. And I wasn't the only one who noticed. Every pony was praising her. At first, I was impressed. But then, over time, I realized she was improving way too fast.
Well, she's an athlete. That's not really unheard of. Do you think she started some new training regimen?
I'd be surprised if she started one at all. Streamline was as lazy as a cat in the sun. She never did the usual warm-ups like the rest of us had to do.
Sounds like he was sick to begin with, and she was taking medicine, and sometime he was feeling better, and she performed better. Rainbow. It might have been your fault that she felt sick.
I see in her head why she thinks the evidence piling up, but this is still an assumption here.
Yeah. It sounds like to me.
Here's what I don't expect Rainbow to say. She could say that Streamline approached Rainbow and say, "I'm taking drugs. Here's the thing, the exact thing I'm taking, and there's the dosage. See, it's right. I'm gonna shove it right in your face." I don't think she got evidence that strong.
I mean, she is taking drugs either way, either medicine drugs or improvement drugs. Either way, she is taking something that she took it away by sucking the grape juice. So it was her fault that she fell down, in a sense.
It's not been established by Rainbow so far, but I suspect she was switching juice boxes because she thought it was drugged.
Yeah, and it sounds like it was, actually.
In fact, she'd get in trouble for slacking off during training. Ugh, she was so obnoxious about it too. She kept mocking us for working too hard, with that smug grin on her face.
Maybe she was just naturally gifted?
Just like you?
You don't understand. I've been training all my life, studying the methods of the Wonderbolts and other athletes. And for some pony with Streamline's build, to improve that quickly, in that short amount of time, with only flight exercises and dieting? Well, it's just not physiologically possible.
Huh. Never thought physiologically was in Rainbow Dash's vocabulary. Guess you shouldn't doubt some ponies' expertise in their own field.
Just the thought of it makes me wanna...
Ms. Dash.
I guess not a no than Rainbow Dash is well had.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, was the unnatural improvement the only thing that made you suspect Streamline was somehow cheating?
Well, it did make me more wary. Though I wouldn't have acted if I didn't notice a bit more... stuff.
Like?
Stuff?
A little bit ago, I noticed Streamline started being really cagey with the Wonderbolts, like she was hiding something. She definitely didn't like to spend a lot of time in the barracks where there were a lot of ponies around, which is all the time.
Didn't you say something about her being kind of timid? Wouldn't that explain it?
I mean, yeah.
I thought that at first too. But she also stopped bragging, which, yeah, wasn't such a bad thing. But it was all really sudden. About as sudden as her improvements. That wasn't
Okay, pause it.
everything, though.
This is a different pony, actually, who looks identical to Streamline. They switched places with Stella.
I mean, possibly, but one of them is dead. So, are we saying that there were triplets? Not. No, wait. The miracle might be also involved. So
Rainbow's describing two different ponies. One was really shy, the other was bragging, and they looked identical, but I don't think they're the same pony.
yeah, it sounds like that. And in that sense, that means that she is cheating by taking somebody else.
Yeah, it's a conclusion that Rainbow's not going to reach. She's thinking that there's something else causing the behavioral changes.
Yeah.
Around the same time, I also noticed that she started drinking out of those juice boxes.
That would also describe that this is a different pony. Because before that, she was not drinking juice boxes.
Besides that, you know, if you're doing a lot of athletic activities, it can dehydrate you, so you need to recharge. You know, get rehydrated.
Yeah.
So coupling that with her change in behavior made you think she was cheating.
Exactly. I thought she was using some sort of performance enhancer. One she put in her juice box.
Yeah, not
Do you
surprised
have
that
any
she got to
guesses
that.
as to which enhancer specifically?
Yeah. I'll bet anything it's Trot.
Trot. I believe I've heard of that. That was one of the substances Ace considered using to enhance his performance. But we decided against it when we thought it may create more chances for some pony to tarnish his image.
Trot? That's what it's called?
Yeah, everything in the pony
I
farm.
learned about it a while ago from some fitness magazines. It was unregulated at the time and used to be pretty popular. But then it turned out it had some gnarly side effects. So they ended up banning the stuff. And for good reason.
Let me guess. No side effects. Are they? Let me see. We have everything written down here. I
Or
will.
eventually collapse. Something about sweating, maybe.
Yeah. Are they the same side effects as Ginkgo gas? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they are, we can blame most Luna and the investigator for not trying that.
It can really mess you up if you use it too much.
I mean, that kind of sounds like a magical potion. Well, a bad magical potion. Those are a thing here, right?
Yes.
They are, but not all potions have traces of magic. Some are just chemical in nature, as opposed to magical.
And they didn't check for chemical components. Which we said that was stupid to begin with.
Sounds like something Twilight would say. Where'd you learn that? Some prissy unicorn school?
Yeah, law school.
Something like that. Anyway, I'm guessing Streamline's attitude changes lined up with these side effects quite nicely.
Exactly! If Trot's like any performance enhancer, then it not only makes you better at what you do, but it can also affect how you act.
Speaking of acts, I remember during the trial that you seemed to be shocked at the mention of the tornado. Were you there when it happened?
No, not at all. That was literally the first time I've ever heard of it.
It was doing training on the other side of the training platform. I would think you would still hear about it, right?
Well, I don't think Rainbow's lying right now. But it's an interesting story, and also I don't think Pinky's lying either. So it did occur, but Rainbow didn't notice.
Yeah, but if ponies are getting injured on the academic ground, the cadets would hear about it, right? They
Maybe
would
it depends
at
how.
least investigate it on what happened.
It might depend how far you are. I mean, if a tornado occurred in the next state over from you, you might not hear anything about it.
I mean,
Except perhaps
from
in the
that
news.
far, but yeah.
Hmm?
And I have no idea why Pinky thought she saw me there.
No, she saw a rainbow hat pony.
Right.
Very different.
I was busy training. Well, mostly. I mean,
Mostly. Rainbow, don't tell me. You left in the middle of it?
Yes.
yeah. I quickly left to switch the juice box in Streamline's locker.
And why?
Oh man! I bet I sound real guilty right about now.
Much as I disagree with it, Luna's argument seems very sound right now.
I mean, once again, if you are right, you still caused her to fall down because you made her have mental symptoms.
Well, from Rainbow's side of the story here, she's probably switching the juice boxes with something that she thinks is clean.
Yeah.
The new juice boxes do not have any drugs in it, and nor was she trying to drug Streamline either.
I mean, the new ones were put in my Pinkie Pie, so obviously I
And
can.
that's verified by the fact that they tested the juice boxes. There's just no poison in it. And they were also very thorough in scanning it for magic.
Yeah, but they just scan the actual juice boxes that were all already in there. So that's what we have to, what they have to do.
I swear,
We
that's
also
all
need
I
to
did.
establish
I never went over to the
hold on, pause
obstacle
it.
course.
Where did Rainbow put the juice boxes that she switched it from? So she's trying to put clean samples of the juice boxes in her locker, right? Where'd the dirty ones go?
Yeah, that's what we are here to investigate, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I swear, that's all I did. I never went over to the obstacle course. It never even occurred to me to even go over there. I had to get back to the training session.
I believe her. Still, it's strange that the tornado happened right as Rainbow left. Could some pony be trying to set her up? But who?
But
Why
who? Someone with
exactly
a
did
rainbow
you
hair.
ask Pinky to help you?
So, isn't, yeah, wings are actually an option as well. It doesn't have to be a rainbow hair pony. It could be somebody with a rainbow hair wig.
It seems to me her main color really is rare. And as I said in the last episode, if it was a setup by someone that's happened to Rainbow before, and funny enough, it occurred in the Wonderbolts too.
Yeah?
Well, Pinky, as she said in the trial, likes to come and visit me. And she usually brings a bunch of goodies, like cupcakes, cookies, the occasional cake.
Or pies?
So many
And pie.
pies.
It's a wonder you're able to fly at all with such a generous friend.
You're telling me? Pinky brings along so much, I don't know what to do with all of them. I just end up sharing them with the Wonderbolts and other reservists. Soren in particular loves Pinky's pies. So I figured she wouldn't make too much of a fuss if I started making requests for what I wanted her to bring.
Yeah?
That certainly would be a convenient way to get supplied with a lot of juice without drawing much suspicion. And you're sure Ms. Pie only supplied you with juice? It wasn't altered in any way?
Of course! Pinky would never do that, and I'd never ask her to. It was just juice. Plain grape juice. That was the only weird thing about it.
That does bring up another question. What did you do with the other juice boxes?
There you
Ones
go.
you took from Streamline's locker after swapping them with yours.
I thank them.
Oh, those? I just drained them down the sink, then threw the boxes away.
You.
Drained, then threw them away.
Well, yeah. It was garbage. You don't just keep that around. Why? Is that, like, wrong of me?
No, it's just... Well, I was hoping we could find one of them. To look at it ourselves.
Oh. Sorry.
Do you have any idea where I could find them?
The dumpster near the barracks. Figured it would be less suspicious if it wasn't in my own trash can.
Thank you, good, yes. I think there are more things in that way.
And that kind of information does narrow it down. Like, she told specifically which trash can it is.
Yeah, I'm surprised also why they are not taking the other boxes to begin with. The ones that are unopened.
This interview is going really well after the ladies calm down.
Yeah?
Looks like I may have to do a bit of dumpster diving later. But the chances of me finding anything might be virtually nil.
Lotta, no, you don't have to go dive into the dumpster. You have an assistant who has hands. Right?
Well, she's also got a horn. Maybe she could float a trash out without having to directly touch it.
True.
The barracks are also where the locker room is. Might be worth returning there to check it out again.
Hey, actually, if you're going back to the academy, could you try getting some stuff out of Spitfire? Especially about Trot?
We actually already tried that. It wasn't easy. She's quite the fortified vault.
Though we didn't ask about Trot itself. We can try, but I have a feeling she might be tight-lipped about that.
Ugh. Actually, there might be a way to get her to talk.
Yes?
See, the thing is, I didn't think it was just Streamline taking Trot. She was the most obvious. But I started thinking there were others, too. Other Wonderbolts.
What?
Huh? Yeah! Can you believe it?
Ms. Dash, I hope you realize the gravity of such an accusation. If you say this, we'll need to take it seriously.
Good! Take it seriously! I'm not lying! Why would I even tell you this if I didn't believe it?
With how reluctant she's been to give us any sort of information, this must have been rather difficult to admit. That must have been so upsetting to you, as a dedicated athlete.
No duh! I work my flank off every day trying to be the best I can be! To show the world what I can do! What any pony can do if they just put their mind to it and try! And yet, the Wonderbolts, the very ones who inspired me to strive for that goal, have been tainted by others wanting to take a shortcut. Because it's easier to cheat than earn your accomplishments on hard work alone. Streamline represents everything that's ruining the Wonderbolts right now. All Try users do.
And in ruining the image of the Wonderbolts, Streamline's ruining them for you as well.
Yeah.
They're my heroes. I don't want to see them like this. How could they betray me? Betray us like that? And that's why I had to do something. I couldn't just sit back and watch my heroes turn into some pony they're not.
Still, couldn't you have gone through the proper channels?
She tried. She tried to talk to her.
I'm sure there was a way to report this behavior.
Oh, believe me, Nix, I tried. I marched right up to Spitfire and demanded that Streamline be tested and thrown out of the Wonderbolts.
I'm guessing things didn't go very well.
I'll say, they tested her, and her results apparently came back clean.
Yes, and the poison.
Okay, that's important right there.
Yeah.
This shows that this Rainbow's assumption is wrong. Besides, there might be multiple ponies working here. It's not just Streamline, but someone that looks like her.
No, didn't you hear Luna and Lotus? If the results are clean, that means she is testing it, right? Just like a poison.
Yeah.
With a clean test, they can't exactly throw her out on unproven accusations.
I know better, though. That test was definitely faked. It has to be.
So,
Why wouldn't me?
to get more info out of Spitfire, we should bring up the suspected Trot use among the Wonderbolts.
Exactly! She'll still try and keep quiet, but that should help. No way she can hide that if some pony on the outside comes in saying it.
That is indeed a possibility, but... Rainbow, do you have any proof that there is such widespread Trot usage?
No.
Ugh. No. No, I don't.
You have zero evidence.
This is big! Huge! This is the stuff that makes or breaks ponies! That makes or breaks groups! Sports teams! All the big ticket names! If there's even a chance that it's true, I gotta stop it before the Wonderbolt's reputation ends up in the gutter. But I can't do that while I'm in here. I know I've been a big jerk and all, so you don't have to believe me because of that. And hey, maybe Spitfire or the Wonderbolts themselves. Maybe they don't think any of this is true. Heck, maybe you're not even a big Wonderbolts fan. So this is, like, not something you care as much about as I do. But even so...
Ms. Dash. There's a saying I heard a while ago. I can't even recall from where or from who I heard it. When the mob and the press and the whole world tell you to move, your job is to plant yourself like a tree beside the river of truth and tell the whole world, No. You move. So if this is what you believe, then believe it. Don't back down just because every pony else doesn't think there is a problem, even if it seems too late to change their beliefs.
I mean, it says the prey is actually wrong in its beliefs at this moment because the team moves as well. Everything moves. But as I said, you just have to believe in what you believe in.
Much as I'd like to talk to Streamline at the hospital, finding those juice boxes and talking to Captain Spitfire are probably an even bigger priority. Especially since, in all likelihood, the dumpster is going to be picked up by the end of today. If I want to find anything, I need to get to it before then. We can cycle back to the hospital later, since it isn't too far away. Thank you for telling us this, Ms. Dash.
Yeah. Sure. Happy to help.
Also, it seems like Rutherford is forgetting that there are two of them. So much. They could literally just split up and get information on both sides. Like, first, go there, get the news box, I will talk to the victim.
At this point, I think they got the most pertinent information out of Rainbow that she realizes at this current moment. Now, you could get her to realize new points by offering new perspectives, but from what Rainbow understands at this moment, she probably gave the most important information relevant to this case at this point.
Yeah. And it is what we thought it is. That she told that she is taking Anna's mentors.
Mm-hmm.
We'd better get going then. Prosecutor Luna was right about one thing. We're on borrowed time, so we'd better make the most of it. Let's go, Phoenix.
Right. Lead the way, Sonata.
Wait! There's something I'd like to ask you.
Oh? What's that?
If you can't get me off the hook.
I will.
No, seriously. Just listen. If you can't, then I want you to bust this trot operation for me.
What?
If you can't save me, and I have to serve time for what I did, then I at least want the Wonderbolts to be, well, the Wonderbolts again. And for that to happen, they've got to stop hiding this.
I'll tell you what, Rainbow. After I acquit you of this charge, we'll put this trot situation to bed. Together. That's a promise.
All right, Sonata. I'll hold you to that.
Yeah, you should actually hope that it isn't sort situation with her, because then you would be actually put into jail because you caused her to have a heart failure or something. But she didn't die yet.
According to them, Trot exists in their world, so it could be a possibility of what's going on around here. And she reacted accordingly.
Yeah. Let's go back to Wonderbolt Academy.
You can almost make the same argument about Grickograss.
What the? Who was that?
That was Soren, one of the Wonderbolt senior members.
Soren?
The phrase, like a bat out of Carteris, comes to mind. Soren was flying awfully fast. What just happened? And there's Spitfire, too. It seems like they were speaking to one another about something. And based on her expression, it didn't end well.
Oh, you two. Today was pretty wild, huh? If court hearings are as exciting as that, I might actually want to attend more of them.
It was definitely interesting. That's for sure.
Interesting doesn't cover half of it. I mean, take Sonata here.
I beg your pardon?
I'll be honest. I didn't expect the soft approach from a mayor as harsh as you.
What does that mean?
It just seemed like the kid gloves were on a little too much, you know?
I was saying that
Captain,
you
I
were
realize this
too
might
passive.
seem rather sudden, but is there a problem with performance enhancers in the Wonderbolts?
What? You've been sniffing at tabloids now? Come on, Miss Sonata. You're smart enough not to believe silly rumors like that.
Captain, just so you're aware, I am sure that something is going on here, and I will find out what.
You can be sure of whatever you like, Miss Sonata. It doesn't make you right. Now are we done? I've got things to tend to. I don't have time to listen to idle gossip about my team.
We're done when I say we're done. You're going to tell me the truth, and you're going to tell me right now.
So that's not
I'm tempted.
Yeah?
I'm tempted to use telepathy at you. Bing, bing, bada bing.
Yes, that's not how it works. You are definitely. You have no right to stop anybody outside of court. You can question them if they want to answer. But you are not the police. In court, you can question them anyhow you want. Outside, no.
It's becoming apparent that I'll need to drag the truth out of Spitfire kicking and screaming. Getting him to admit that there's a problem won't be easy.
It is funny for you. For me, it is actually a mini game in the actual Ace Attorney game.
I'll take it step by step and work my way up to that. She has little time to spare on questions that pose a problem to her, though. So I need to be quick, on the offensive. No delaying.
Pause it. Pause it.
Oh,
Just for curiosity, for your sake, what question would you ask first?
I mean, first of all, I would probably...
Hold on. Actually, the middle option isn't even a question. It's more like a demand. No, or a quest.
Yeah, I would say, first of all, I would go with soaring. Because that's the first thing that...
Yeah, I'd say the other options are not relevant here. The tactic on the middle one is just too soft. Please be honest with me, please. Please,
Yeah,
I'll be your friend.
in this mini game, you have to ask all of them. So...
And then down there, third option. So, how are things? Nice weather we're having, right? I like what you're wearing.
Yeah, it sounds like that you need some info from the other things before.
So I'm gonna go with option one. Okay.
They went there as well.
About Captain Spitfire.
Soren?
I recognized him as he flew out of here just now. It looked like you two were talking before we arrived.
That's not really any of your business, is it?
I suppose it isn't. Still, he seemed rather upset.
Well, that isn't anything for me to comment on. Nor is it for you.
You did ask me to look into things happening at the Academy, back when we were looking over the landing strip.
That I did. Look, if you must know, we were just talking about Wonderbolt stuff. Nothing catastrophic or world-ending.
Just slowly, no.
Meaning exactly what I said. Wonderbolt stuff, and nothing worth causing a fuss over.
Wonderbolt stuff. As in...
Things related to the current case, okay, or general Wonderbolt activities. What do you think?
I mean, I would go with general Wonderbolt activity because you have nothing to do them into the current case. Even though it's probably about the tornado.
So you think the option one's just too early? What option was picked?
It was option one, I think. Yeah, they went to option one. They are going right into the not passive route.
Because of the time limit, I guess. Trying to stay relevant.
Naturally, you mean current events. Specifically, the suspected poisoning.
Well, yeah. Soren was just wondering what our plan of action going forward is, that's all.
And what is your plan?
Now that definitely isn't any of your business.
I suppose it'd be a little foolish to expect her to open up on that issue. Still, knowing that those two were having a private discussion about the current case, that's something to keep in mind.
Okay, pause it. What were you talking to Soren about? This is basically the last question, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Please be honest with me, Spitfire. That's a request. So that no, it's not option 3.
Name I go with option 3.
Like, do you
Yeah,
have like an orange couch? Which,
Yeah, I'm going with option 3.
okay.
It's not always optimal how you question things in the game either.
Okay.
It's more like trial and error.
So, how are things?
With the Wonderbolts, you mean?
Yes.
Fine.
Just fine?
Yep. No problems here.
No problems? What about Soren and the tornado and the poisoning?
No problems? What about your conversation with Soren?
What do you expect? He's my second in command. It makes
Oh, that's
sense
new.
that when something happens, we talk about it.
So, both of you consider Rainbow Dash being on trial to be something worth discussing in private, then? It's time for some honesty, Captain Spitfire.
I'll ignore what that's clearly meant to imply.
Some pony directly involved with the Wonderbolts is currently on trial. It hardly needs saying, but Ms. Dash's arrest and subsequent trial is a problem, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess you could say so.
You guess?
Well, yeah, it's a problem, sure. But so is Rainbow taking matters into her own hooves.
That's the
Only because
bigger
of that
problem.
negative test result, apparently. That seems a little dismissive of you to say.
Hey, am I wrong? She made her bed, now she has to lie in it. Ugh, look, don't misunderstand. The Wonderbolts are closer than most other groups. We're not just colleagues or even just friends. We're family. But that doesn't mean we go easy on our own. Wonderbolts still have to take responsibility for their actions if they do something without our knowledge.
Is she saying this to me or herself?
Could be possible. Possibly both.
At the very least, Spitfire is concerned about all of this. Behind closed doors, anyway. That's not good enough, though. Rainbow said she told Spitfire about her suspicions regarding Streamline. There's no way she was lying. I doubt Spitfire will admit to anything if I just bring up that one meeting, though. I might have to be a little sneaky and catch her by surprise, so to speak.
There you go.
Oh, what do you think here? That's option 1's pretty direct.
I mean, then.
Maybe option 3?
Yeah, probably. It's probably gonna be like a 3-1-2.
Okay.
No, they are not even
Ms.
that.
Dash really not come to you with any concerns?
Concerns?
Yes. About Ms. Streamline, for instance?
Oh, you mean that whole thing about how Streamline is a cheater? I mean, the two of them were going at it during practice a few days ago, like I told you in my testimony earlier. But every pony heard it. It wasn't Rainbow Dash coming to me in private or anything.
No, he came in.
Let's not play dumb. Ms. Dash has just told me everything. And about how you were told of her concerns directly. And they go beyond Streamline simply being a cheater.
I'm not sure what you're implying.
You know very well what I'm implying.
Well, it's not true, whatever you think it may be.
I hope you'll understand I can't take your word as fact, given your position.
Why's that? As captain, my word carries the most weight.
It certainly does.
Let me guess. Rainbow told you something else? Then she must be confused. Been a messy couple days, you know?
Here we go. Time to really surprise her. Ms. Dash did tell me something. Would you like to know what?
Sure, go ahead.
Tell me you're gay.
Spitfire attacks the captain of the Wonderbolt.
Okay, it's probably 3, right?
Yeah.
Spitfire sucks as captain of the Wonderbolts. Okay, that'll surprise her. I spoke with Captain Spitfire about Streamline. Nah.
I mean, if I was playing, I like to meme. I would press 2 just to make fun of the whole game. And later on, in later episodes, you will actually see that we did that with one of the characters.
Third option is more pertinent to the case. I think option 2 would be the most surprising.
Yeah, but today I'm gonna press number 3.
It's rather
There you go.
concerning, actually. Ms. Dash admitted she suspects several Wonderbolts are using performance-enhancing potions.
What? But she said...
He wouldn't tell her.
The next words out of your mouth were going to be that she only complained about Streamline taking trot.
Is that a motherfucking JoJo's It is.
That's it, isn't it? Ms. Dash did tell you about how she thought Streamline was taking a performance enhancer.
Yeah, she did. But they were just concerns. No proof whatsoever.
Why were you so intent on keeping this from us then? Captain?
None of your business, that's why. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Close the door on your way out.
No, I can't let this end.
You want to push it now?
Back and forth with her on this, but Spitfire needs to see reality for what it is.
How's it? Running away, you're a coward, Spitfire. Does all of this really look fine to you? Okay. Please, just one more question.
I mean,
it's one.
It's 1 or 2. Because please, just one more question never worked.
I'm with you on that one, insofar as dismissing number 3. I noticed the timer's going out faster, I guess.
Does all of this really look fine to you?
What?
Is what no problem looks like?
Is this what no problems looks like? A Wonderbolt is on trial for supposedly attempting to poison her teammate. On top of that, there's reason to suspect the same teammate was cheating, taking some kind of performance enhancer. But it's not just the one bad apple. Now there's reason to suspect that other Wonderbolts have the same problem.
All of that's coming from the same pony. It's not enough. What do you want me to do? Accuse every pony of being a cheater?
No, but you should be taking occasional attack test from everybody. That's what athletes do, either way, in real life at least. So,
Heard
and
they
that
could even do it unannounced.
Yeah, there wouldn't be any problems with that. If you take it from everybody, then it's not just, oh, I'm accusing you. No, it's just occasional attack test.
And to make it legal, I believe there was you sign a contract agreeing to random drug tests.
It's better than doing nothing at all, Captain. Don't tell me you're happy to just let this all slide.
Number 1?
Yeah, you are the captain.
Yes, your role as captain does mean your word carries the most weight. But it also means you bear the most responsibility. Do you remember what you said during the trial earlier? That Ms. Dash resisting arrest made the Wonderbolts look bad?
Yeah.
Don't you see how allowing all of this to pile up has made things even worse for the Wonderbolts? Also, we have to remember that shot before this was not illegal. it was not so long ago when they made it illegal to drug to use. Probably around Wonderbolt's trial. I mean Wonderbolt, Rainbow Dash's first trial.
She really is a private eye because she has an eye near her privates.
Yeah.
Not just in terms of appearances, but the team's ability to function?
I know.
Things will only get worse if you don't address this. I can't say when, but at some point some pony is going to find out. Whether it's a journalist, a tourist, an attorney, or even a Wonderbolt with a conscience, some pony will discover all of this. It's not a matter of if, but when. How much worse will have things gotten by then? How far will the Wonderbolts fall if you don't speak up now?
No.
I want to say something. I really do. But this could tear the team apart. I'm scared. Scared if I do speak up, it'll mean the end for the Wonderbolts.
Too bad. Too bad. Hey. Yeah, you are a leader. You have to lead them to the right path.
You said family earlier in this conversation, so...
Yeah.
Aren't you? Maybe not by blood, but by something closer, purer even. A dream, a shared desire, and families stick together through thick and thin. Don't you think so, Captain Spitfire?
It's at you.
Yeah,
It's your head.
you're right. Whatever happens, we'll make it through. As a team, as a family. But first, it's time to stop pretending like everything's okay.
Checkmate.
What? We won't play chess.
What if Spitfire gets confused? Like, what do you mean by
Just
checkmate?
that we're all on the same page. I should ask what you already know. Either from what Rainbow Dash said or what you've uncovered.
Well, the performance enhancer Rainbow thought Streamline was taking was something called Trot. What can you tell us about it?
Well, as you said, it's a performance enhancer. But it's not a simple potion or anything. It's sort of dried up, powdery.
Okay, so it is easier to bring in than just juice.
I wonder what happens if you put it in juice, though.
I
Like,
think it's
distill it
never-
enough so it's not effective?
No, I think
We'll
it's
find out.
never.
Desiccated
Um.
substance?
Right. You can't tell the
I'd really
difference
like to hear
between
about the
it and something
symptoms.
like flour. The only way you'd be able to figure it out would be to put it under a microscope.
That makes it a lot easier to hide from ponies, I bet. You can just disguise it as flour and feel safe knowing that no pony will suspect a thing.
Wait, wasn't there flour in the clothes? I don't actually remember. But if it's the case, then it would actually prove that they didn't want to take enhancement, but somebody told them it was flour. And used it. Maybe Pinkie Pie could make them a batch of cupcakes or something.
And its effects? Ms. Dash said it enhances a pony's physical capabilities.
That it does. Trot makes you better, faster, and stronger overall. But it also messes with your head. It affects your mood and psyche. Worst case scenario, it'll straight up change your personality.
Success at any cost, huh?
For some, yes.
How do ponies take Trot? I'm assuming you don't just ingest the powder itself. So what's the method for taking it?
The best way of taking it seems to be adding the powder to a liquid and then drinking it.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Any liquid? Even, say, juice?
Yeah. I heard a while back one athlete got busted for having some pony intercept his delivery of water and slip Trot into it. They'd done it out of spite. That pony wanted to screw up the life of another and thought putting him through a scandal was the best way to do it.
That's awful. But they must have been punished, right? They did ruin some pony's career.
Near as I can tell, nope. A light slap on the hoof and some stern words. That was about it.
Seriously?
If you're famous enough and have some powerful connections, you can get away with pretty much anything. Even petty actions like that.
A fact I'm unfortunately well acquainted with. Back up a second. When Ms. Dash came to you about Streamline, did she specifically accuse her of taking Trot?
No, she just said she thought she was taking some sort of performance enhancer.
But you already knew about the existence of Trot, and from what you're telling me, you know that a liquid can be laced with it. Surely a test can determine the presence of Trot itself.
Yeah, we have access to tests like that. Used one too, but it didn't amount to anything.
How come?
Because she tested negative for any sort of substance in her system. You can't argue against that.
Wow. Talk about bad luck.
We have to ask the question, was it before or after Rainbow started stopping the juice? Because if she was already stopping the juices, then it would make sense.
Personality change would be another reason that Rainbow suspected that it'd be Trot, if that is one of the symptoms of Trot. Because it is what happened to Streamline.
But basically, there was no antibiotics, no medicine, no poison.
No poison.
No poison. It was just miracle.
Well, hold on. I just thought something. What if Streamline was taking either Trot or poison, but no, not poison. Throw that one out the window completely. But in order to hide it from the drug test, kept switching with someone who's identical to her.
That is possibility. Yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah.
For you, I mean.
Luck might not have anything to do with it. Ms. Dash is about as subtle as a yak in a Pilates class. Streamline may have seen this test coming and stopped taking it for a while, allowing the Trot to vanish from her system.
Yeah, right. You don't just stop taking Trot like it's nothing, you know. Apparently that stuff's really addictive.
Yeah, and you stop it, only you get a backlash from it. With the more symptoms.
Some side effects, yeah.
You realize she could have simply faked the test then.
I get that, but unless a positive test comes back, I can't do anything. And I can't just repeatedly test Streamline at random all by herself. That's discriminating against a single team member.
Once again, who said that you should only test her? Test everyone. On occasion, I know it can be costly, but it's for the team.
It's not pointing out any specific person. What happens if someone else does come back positive?
Yeah, then you can figure out what to do next.
Yeah.
Which would open up a whole other can of worms.
Like hosting a tea party for parasprites.
Alright. What about the suspicions concerning the other Wonderbolts, though? Surely that's reason enough to go ahead with a full team test?
Well, if I'd known about them before this blew up, I could have maybe argued that a single team-wide test was just standard procedure.
Yeah.
But now, after all this, forget about it. I can't make that look normal.
No, you still can. You can make it into a new rule that everyone has to be tested.
Because these issues came up? In fact, that's actually more justification for the test.
You can blame a Rainbow Dash that, she thought that it was an team, that's why she did what she did. And we have to make sure.
An unusual situation has occurred, so attempt to use maybe an unusual solution to try to solve it.
Yeah. This can be a regular test, and that will not only make sure that no one has been taking it, this can ensure that no one will be taking it because they will fear of the test. That can happen anytime.
And not like some sort of reactionary response to what's been happening. And even if I didn't care about that, What if whoever else Rainbow suspects faked their tests? Just like how Streamline could have. How am I supposed to weed out this corruption? You see how stuck I am? I feel like I'm in quicksand. Struggling just makes things worse.
But doing
I mean, you are Pegasus. If you are Christian, you can just fly out. Unless you are too way far down.
nothing, though? Pretending everything's fine?
I feel like that's the only option for now. Just ride it out and see how things go for the moment, until I think of a solution that won't end in disaster.
No,
I
anything
feel
just worse.
terrible just sitting around, doing nothing. But I'm the captain. It's up to me to make the tough decisions, and sometimes that means playing it safe. I can't afford to be reckless.
I think I understand now. What Ms. Dash was trying to do, I mean.
You mean why she was swapping Streamline's juice boxes out?
Yes. She wasn't trying to poison Streamline. She was probably trying to find a way to prove that Streamline was taking Trot.
Rainbow said she threw the juice boxes away. How could she prove anything without actually having a juice box laced with Trot as evidence?
That, I'm not sure about.
It might be because of the negative results of Streamline's test. I shut Rainbow down pretty hard once it came in. She might have been trying to stop Streamline taking Trot altogether by throwing her juice boxes away and replacing them with regular ones.
But once again, if I was taking something like that, I wouldn't be putting it in the juice. I would be putting it in separately while taking the juice.
If Streamline never took any kind of substance and Rainbow was switching out for regular juice, but it was regular juice all along, Streamline should not have side effects.
Yeah? Once again, it could be just a health issue to begin with.
Probably figured if I wasn't gonna hear her out anymore, she'd make sure Streamline wasn't on Trot and wasn't able to make the team look bad.
That seems
By the way,
likely.
pause it.
Yes.
An issue that's not been addressed here is that tornado and Rainbow Main.
Yeah? It's
So
gonna
that's
come
still
up
on the
later.
table. Yeah, that's still on the table.
Do you think all of this is why Streamline, according to Rainbow, was acting so off lately?
What do you mean?
Well, Streamline was supposedly lacing her own juice boxes and stashing them in her locker, in secret, right? On top of that, she's singled out and forced to take a test to prove she's not on Trot. And she probably had no idea who knew her secret.
At least not until Rainbow outright accused her of being a dirty cheater.
She must have seriously been on edge at all times. With the threat of expulsion, if not humiliation, all that worry and distrust building up, make you unsettled, paranoid.
No kidding. Before we go, Captain Spitfire, I'd like to ask you something.
Oh my god. It is going to all down that she did nothing and just literally all the problems was caused by stress. Because those symptoms can be a fault of stress as well.
Sure, go ahead.
What do you think about this tornado business? You don't
There it
think
is.
Ms. Dash is responsible for it, do you?
Well, no. There's no way she'd do something like that. But I don't exactly have proof she didn't do it either.
Think back to the day of Streamline's collapse. Was there anything that didn't seem odd then, but might mean something now?
Well, before Streamline collapsed, for just a moment, I didn't see Rainbow Dash around.
Yeah,
Just
she
like
said
Rainbow
that she
admitted.
went
I
back.
figured she just asked to go to the bathroom, because she came back not long after, and that was when she was arrested. Look, I'm not saying this myself, but you could definitely argue that Rainbow Dash used that time away effectively, if you catch my drift.
Funnily enough, Prosecutor Luna actually made that very argument in court after you left.
She did? Ugh. I'm guessing she did that because I said Rainbow's a top-notch flyer.
Yes, but I'm sure she would have argued that regardless of your testimony on the matter. You aren't at fault here.
About that, though, I know Rainbow's fast, but that seems like a lot for one pony to do in such a short amount of time. Don't you think?
Like I said, I'm not suggesting she did all that. But if any pony could, it's her. And if this whole trot situation has taught me anything, it's that ponies will do anything to achieve their goals.
It also doesn't help that Ms. Pie apparently saw Ms. Dash making the tornado.
She only said that it was a pony with rainbow-colored
Thank
hair.
you, Finish.
That's a distinction without a difference, Mr. Wright. As much as I believe Ms. Dash didn't do it, how many ponies have a mane as identifiable as that?
I know what
Be
is
honest
true.
with me, Captain. This will definitely help Ms. Dash's case, in one way or another.
Nah, I should be thanking you for making me see sense.
It's a tough job, being the boss. We understand, Captain.
Just so you're aware, though, Streamline being on trot, or likely being on it, this will more than likely come out during the trial tomorrow.
You think so?
I know so. Which is why I think it'd be wise to start drafting some sort of statement and speak with the Wonderbolts once Mr. Wright and I leave. I'll do my best to not mention anything about the Wonderbolts as a whole potentially being involved. But Streamline is a different matter.
Just be as honest with them as you were with us. I'm sure they'll understand.
We'll be fine. Don't worry. I'll do what I have to do.
And so will we. Goodbye, Captain Spitfire.
Don't you have to go get the juice box, by the way?
Polly? Are you gonna eat your fries?
These are hay fries, Trucy, not regular fries. I don't think my human stomach would be able to handle them.
I mean, you can eat bread, right? Although, do you think
been
it's
interesting
that much different?
Would have been a bit interesting if this, because I know this diner here. In the background, there was the same ponies from planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah, and also there's a Pinkie Pie somewhere.
Uh-huh. In fact, it was right behind her seat there.
Yeah. I mean, she's not even sitting on the seat. She's sitting on the table.
It does look that way, yes. But and making her that close to Apollo is like, that's kind of suggestive.
No, she is sitting on his lap.
Yeah, we're standing on it.
Raining when we visit Aldunes.
Nice to see you finally realize how deadly those bowls are.
If you're just gonna leave them, I'll take them off your hands.
No, Spike is just standing on the table. And I can see that happening.
Yeah, it's straight up.
You really ought to eat something, Apollo. No sense in running yourself ragged on an empty stomach. Then you'd be running on fumes, and who knows how long that'll last you.
I mean, they might have me running out of time and just made the background and they don't make a foreground on for the table.
How can anyone...
I think they really drew this, though. It's not like it was a snapshot from the show.
We spent hours investigating the whole area of Secretariat
Yeah.
Racecourse. Only to turn up with nothing. What a waste. I'll bet Mr. Wright and Sonata uncovered a lot more in their case than we did. Ugh. I don't think I've ever felt this far behind.
Hey, don't beat yourself up. You're doing everything you can.
Am I? We've got, like, 2 pieces of evidence on hand. That's it. What the heck am I supposed to do with that? Sorry, Trucy, but I can't help it. This has just never happened before, you know? And I can't exactly take comfort in me doing everything I can if doing that doesn't seem like I've done anything at all.
I know that if I was handling this case, I probably wouldn't find even a single piece of evidence. So the fact that you got 2, that makes you twice as good as me.
Spike, there's something wrong with your math. 0 times 2 is not 2.
And who knows? Maybe those 2 pieces of evidence are the only 2 we need to save Rarity.
Something tells me it's not going to be that easy.
So why beat yourself up over it? You say you don't think you've done anything, but you also haven't done nothing. That's, something, right?
Oh, that's just Polly's way, Spike. It's always work, work, work with him. He never stops to take a break. Even when he knows he definitely should have.
Says the girl who started her magic shows at the age of 8.
My magic shows are safe, Polly. You were caught in a bomb blast in the middle of a trial.
Yeah, that happened.
What? Apollo, you got blown up?
No!
And then you exploded again?
Rubble.
No, he was not told by Takeshy. No. But he got injured.
Just? He threw himself in front of our friend Junie so she wouldn't get hurt. And then, after rescuing her, he went right back to work the next day like nothing happened.
You make me sound like some kind of superhero.
Are you kidding? You tanked a blast and saved a girl. Isn't that like Super Heroics 101?
Sure sounds like it to me.
Look, why even bring this up?
Why are you all staying on the table?
This reminds me of that time a while back when I thought I had to be the one bucking all the apple trees in the orchard.
Oh no. No, don't make that up, project.
But I
Apple.
think I got
That's
what
episode
Susie's
3
driving
in the
at,
entire
Papa.
show.
It's fine to be aware of how much is at stake and how much you gotta do.
It's when she drank too much apple cider.
Hmm.
Not the non-alcoholic kind.
But you gotta learn to give yourself credit, or a break even, for the things you do get done. And stop fretting about all the things you didn't. Sometimes it's enough that you're trying something, even if it doesn't seem like you're accomplishing what you hope to.
Yeah, Twi's always saying, better to be proactive than passive. And I think you're definitely doing just that.
Point is, Apollo, Spike and me, and Rarity, I'm sure, we're mighty grateful that you're giving this a good, honest effort.
Wait, did I hear that right?
That.
Point is, Apollo.
Yeah, it sounds like pony is Apollo. But it's pointed.
Mighty grateful that you're giving this a good, honest effort. And I get it. It can't be easy. I'd be lying if I said I don't feel a bit shaken up by what little seems to have turned up. But you're trying, and that means the world, really. You're trying because you believe in Rares, and we believe in you. You're gonna do everything you can, and keep on doing that, come what may.
Keep on trucking.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, everyone. I didn't mean to be such a downer.
Hey, that's okay. I'd be more worried if you kept trying to be an optimist all the time.
Funny you say that. Because that is key sentence that he uses every time. I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine.
Yeah, right. That sounds exhausting. For sure. Though I feel like an optimist would have a better idea of what we should do next. Do we go back to Brideway? Or KMA? Maybe talk to Rarity some more.
I mean, either one of
There
them.
you are, Mr. Justice.
Oh, great. Just who I wanted to...
You are still so tired after the trial.
Land's sakes, Detective Reed. You look like you've been down some mean streets lately.
Trust me, madam, I've been down meaner. Los Pegasus, for instance. I once worked with a private investigator with a penchant for wisecracks, chess, and drinking. He was also fond of inner monologues. I guess working in those kinds of dingy places, one must cope in the way one sees fit.
Are you sure you're going to be okay, Philo? You look like you shouldn't be standing up at all.
Your concern warms this exhausted heart, Miss Wright. Alas, you are correct. I'm liable to collapse at any moment.
Then you shouldn't have taken any gecko gas. Right? You said collapsing is one of the symptoms of gecko gas, and you don't have any poison in your system, so you must be poisoned as well.
What? Sit down then.
Such kindness. But have no fear, with the magic of a double shot of espresso from a food cart, I shall have my energies and spirit revitalized.
And the owner will have a heart attack when you fall to the ground in front of him.
I'm out of espresso. I'm thinking hot dark shot. But yeah.
What exactly are you doing here?
Following up on several items of note, some of which you'd no doubt find relevant. I know this is unorthodox, but would you mind if I spoke to you, Mr. Justice? In private?
Anything you can say to me, you can say to them.
To your friends, yes. But to the other ponies in this dino?
Yeah.
Anything you say, I can say better.
Say our best interests?
Well...
Go on, Apollo. We'll wait for you here. No worries.
Right on the table.
Just don't take too long, okay?
Getting kind of crowded there.
We know they are not on the table. They are just showing who is talking and how they are acting.
Hey, looks like it bothers Spike to be dismissed.
Philo away from Spike too. All right, we can talk.
Excellent. Follow me if you would, please.
Yeah, Spike is accusing him.
All right, Mr. Reed.
Please, Mr. Justice. We've gotten to know each other so well. You may...
And they are in the same alleyway where the killing happened.
Yes. Well, according to that background, yes.
May as well call me Philo. If you'll permit me to call you by first name, of course. Besides, you've already referred to me as Philo once before, have you not? We're already on first name terms.
He's got me there. Fine, yeah, whatever. Philo. What gives? Why need to talk in private?
You make it sound like I have something nefarious in mind.
You always
The
do.
scenery doesn't exactly help in that regard. We are standing in an alleyway.
That we are, Apollo.
Well, nothing good ever happens in alleyways. Least of all the creepy ones in big cities like this.
I'm laughing at the graffiti. The rainbow effect here is real.
Did it occur in an alley?
Probably.
Okay.
I feel like someone is gonna jump out and assault me or something.
You could not possibly know how true your words ring. I shall explain what I mean shortly. First, though,
I'm gonna kill you now.
Favors I called in for you and Miss Wright.
Oh! I'm guessing your contact gave Trucy permission to serve as my co-counsel?
Unfortunately, no.
What? Why not?
I warned you, didn't I? My contact is as rigorous as the rules she lives by, and would perhaps die by them if she had to. What you asked for and how you asked for it was, to put it bluntly, greatly unorthodox.
Well, excuse me for not knowing how to do this properly. It's not like I'm literally a stranger in a strange land.
Huh?
I'm an alien in New York, right? I mean, this place is kind of like New York or Manhattan, basically.
Yeah, now that they mention it, it should be just as weird to the ponies to see humans there as maybe aliens in our world.
Yeah? Oh, just talking ponies.
I see that look of despair on your face? Do not fret. I managed to work out an alternative means of acquiring what you desire.
That better not mean anything illegal.
Not at all. You merely need to send a letter to Lawkeeper Equity formally requesting for Miss Wright to serve by your side.
And they will answer in 6 months. That's how it usually works, right?
And
That tape be read.
For your trial, you should be able to make such a request today.
That's a relief. At least one good thing is happening, kind of. And Spike can send letters with that strange dragon magic of his. So I should be able to ask for his help. Alright. I suppose I should thank you for that, at least.
Do not overexert yourself on my account, Apollo.
Believe me, that's the last thing I want.
Now, the other matter.
First thing.
As I recall, it had to do with that letter incriminating Miss Rarity.
What?
What's the first thing he wants? A lot of people don't say that. Like that. Believe me, that's the last thing I want. What's the first thing or the middle thing?
Get the tools.
Do you have it?
Yet another negative, I am afraid.
Okay. Now I'm really starting to question why you felt this conversation needed to be had in private.
It's still being subjected to several tests. The police want to be as thorough as possible, as I'm sure you can understand. That said, I was able to stop by headquarters and gather some of my notes for your viewing. The letter was sent to a certain Cerie Polamer. No doubt you remember her?
Yeah.
Of course. She was in the first trial, and the one who framed Coco Pamel.
Indeed. Now, this incriminating letter was about the existence and possible procurement of a certain exclusive fabric material. I say exclusive because, to my knowledge, there is only one maker for it. Or, there was only one maker.
Overall's fabric.
And knowledge of this fabric was, by all accounts, particularly singular. Only a few ponies had any direct knowledge of it.
Rarity was one of those few. Don't tell me this is what the police think connects her to Overall's death. Wait, that's another thing. During Coco's trial, Suri said that she also knew about the fabric, but she wasn't any of the ponies who were told about it. Do the police also think this is how she came to know about the fabric's existence?
My expression. You've realized it too.
Never mind my expression. This letter, how was it sent?
By mail.
Then that means it could have been forged. Or someone else could have written it.
No, Apollo. That's impossible.
Impossible?
Forgery had been something the police considered. Naturally, they attempted to prove that wasn't the case. And they succeeded.
How?
It's simple. They checked the letter's paper. That is, the stationery it was written on. It was custom made, and the police were able to trace a manufacturing order for it back to Carousel Boutique. An order signed by Miss Rarity.
I see. That still doesn't strike me as definitive. I wonder, can I check out the stationery myself?
I mean, some people could have broken in the boutique and taken the stationery as well. It can still be forged.
At some point? Maybe check it against... Oh, wait.
Another crestfallen expression?
Well, I was hoping I could at least look at this letter. As you say, it's still in police possession.
Ah, yes. I can see why that'd put a damper on your spirits.
It's okay. I appreciate you at least trying, for Rarity's sake, Philo.
Ah, my dear fellow, don't let your chin drag along the asphalt for too long. I'll get you that letter as soon as I can.
You will? Why?
Because you asked for it, and because I believe in fair play.
I like you so much.
That would be great, Philo. Thank you.
Thank me once I have retrieved it, but you are quite welcome regardless. In the meantime, you may make use of my notes. Feel free to compliment the penmanship. I take great pride in my written work.
Wait, I can't say it. It's get a scratch.
Well, in order to read it properly, you need to have stars in your eyes too, because that's what he had when he wrote it.
Yeah. We don't know what is written in the letter. What is intimated.
It's written in Lucky Charms, as apparent to his eyes.
I've saved the best for last. You remember my offer of getting you information about those Bridalway sisters' disappearances?
Stella and SB pantomime, them? Yeah? What do you have?
Here you are.
What the? Files?
You want to take some pride in this privilege, Apollo. You are the first in Equestria, besides a select few, to have access to these documents.
I recognize the formatting. These are court transcripts, aren't they?
Yes, but not for any ordinary court case. These are the transcripts and general case details for a secret trial.
Secret trial?
Specifically, one that centered around the victim of your current case. Overall concept.
Overall concept? Hold on.
That is the case that we saw in the beginning. That
Yeah,
was confusing.
There's 3 being displayed here, and then that's been kind of confusing to keep track of through all of them.
Hey, I was just about to read that.
This is your last chance, Apollo.
My what?
You can disregard this event as mere happenstance if you wish, or you can read on and fall deeper, yet deeper, down the rabbit hole.
Don't be so dramatic. You've already told me this is about a secret trial involving overall
You take the blue pill, the story ends, and you can wake up and believe whatever you want to believe.
Yeah?
Well, curiosity can do more than kill a cat. What will it be, Apollo? Continue pursuing the truths that lie in front of you, or turn to the past and see what awaits you through the looking glass.
It happened 6 months ago. There was a murder charge? Overall being the suspect and the victim. Overall was charged with murdering Estella. But that doesn't make any sense. I mean, we learned that they were friends. And that mayor at the race course, Miss Gleam, she said that they might have even been a couple. Which, yeah, it could be bogus, but...
There is another thing. Your earlier comment about the nature of this alleyway. I said it could not have rung any more true.
Yeah, you did. Wait. You don't mean...
Yeah, this is the alleyway.
This is the alleyway where it happened. Where Estella, the stellar designer, was murdered.
Ugh. I just got the worst kind of chills. But why? Why would Overall kill Estella?
No reason.
The answer lies in these proceedings.
Oh, we are going back to that?
Okay, sure. Okay, let's see. August 21st.
Yeah, we are going back to the past.
Prosecutor Trixie, you may call your next witness.
Let's see who else you've got.
Now that's why this case is coming in. He's reading about this file now, about what's occurred in this court case.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Now it makes it, yeah, entering the story at this point makes it more clear.
Trixie has no other witnesses to summon, Your Honor.
Really?
What if this scene has its own flashback?
It can happen.
Undoubtedly, Your Honor. Trixie knew right from the start her case was airtight, and saw no reason to delay it by vetting more than what was necessary. And what was more necessary than one definitive witness? From Detective Eye, we have determined quite the number of things. Firstly, the ponies involved. Secondly, where the murder occurred. And thirdly, how it was committed. And we were able, thanks to the efforts of our peerless defense attorney, to establish that the defendant had every opportunity to commit the crime. Thank you, once again, incidentally. Trixie tips her hat to you.
You're not welcome. Let us not forget, however, this was only established after you presented the wrong piece of evidence.
Yeah.
Performance
Trixie.
is 100% perfect, Your Honor. Though it pains her to say so, Trixie will freely admit that. But doesn't the point still stand?
It does, yes. The prosecution has indeed set up a strong case against Mr. Concept. But it is still hard to believe. They were friends. Close friends. And yes, I am aware of what the tabloids suggested of their relationship. But close. Very close, regardless. Such wanton, seemingly random violence is deeply regrettable.
Be that as it may, this is the truth. Sure, it is hard for us sane ponies to understand, but that's how it always is, isn't it?
How what is?
The sane will always fall victim to the insane. We can't go where they go to imagine such things. We can step into their horseshoes, walk a mile in them all we want, but there will always be something holding us back. Something that prevents us from fully understanding why they do what they do.
Maybe that's for the best. Maybe that's how we keep ourselves and our world safe. Is it perhaps better for us not to know the why of such atrocities, so that we may not end up committing them ourselves?
No, it is better to know the reason and learn from the history.
Ignorance is bliss? No, that's naive, Your Honor. And dangerous, too. I've come to know that well enough. Mr. Concept, this we may never know stuff? That's just nonsense. Because we need to know. You need to know why your friend died that night. You need to know why this happened. Why you got caught up in it. I can't guarantee all the answers, but I can at least guarantee that I'll get you out of this, no matter what the prosecution tries to pull. Still, I have to admit, Trixie's wrapped this up rather neatly. It all seems so simple, deceptively so. But that can't be the case here. What was it he always said? Ideas aren't usually that simple. What you initially think of them isn't always right. If that's the case, then how Trixie's presented this entire situation has to be wrong somehow. I just need to find the right angle to attack from. The right angle to attack from? Private Eye said something to that effect just now, didn't he?
Yeah, we did say it when they showed us. They said there was no way he could interpret him in from the front, while he was behind.
That's right. Private Eye said that the wound could only have been inflicted by swinging at Estella from the front. And the weapon was that old walking stick, which was originally located
In the trash can.
That's all there is on the actual killing itself. But what about the arrest? I had my suspicions about that from the start. The arrest report said that overall was found and arrested between the victim's body and the backdoor entrance to the theater. Three pieces of information at my disposal. Now, how do they fit together? What new information can come to light thanks to these details? Okay, don't get ahead of yourself, Sonata. Start small, start simple. Which two make the most sense to connect? On the surface, these two pieces of information suggest a pretty simple chain of events. The murderer grabbed this walking stick prop from the nearby dump.
I don't know why, but they claimed it that later on this is a secret trial.
Killing her.
Yeah?
That's what the prosecution
I mean,
said.
that's why there are no
This
Oh,
tells
yes.
me what needed to have happened for the killing to occur. The killer needed to attack Estella from the front, yes. But also, most likely,
Wait, there was
from
all
a
this.
place where it'd be easy to retrieve the murder weapon. In other words, near the dumpster itself. The report and the location. Yes, my instinct was right. This isn't as simple as the prosecution wants to make it out to be. And now I know just how to prove it.
It is a rather open and shut case. I
No.
suppose. Objection!
That's a little rude, don't you think? The judge was in the middle of speaking.
It'd be ruder for me not to make an objection, Prosecutor Trixie.
Well, I was about to ask if you had one, Miss Sonata. But you anticipated me, it would seem.
A mild correction, Your Honor. I don't have just one objection. In fact, I have several.
Objection! Make one or make 100, it doesn't matter. Like Your Honor said, this is an open and shut case, and you can't just...
Now, Prosecutor Trixie. We must let the defense have their say. And besides, I am rather curious as to these several objections.
I'm pretty sure that Celestian already
Sounds like I've got my golden
figured it
ticket.
out.
Time to finish this once and for all. Thank you, Your Honor. To begin, let me present this piece of evidence. Take that! As you can see in this report,
This
my
trial is
client
about to be
was
concluded, I
arrested
think.
at 10:30 p.m.
Because the story's not really mainly focused on this.
And can read.
Yeah, they will just open the over and not being the profit.
Anyway, what happens in this case has something to do with rarity here.
Timing isn't what
Yeah?
I'm interested in. It's this part. Overall was found between the victim's body and Bridalway's backdoor entrance.
Yes, I see.
We all see. What difference does this make?
All the difference. Especially when we consider this other piece of evidence. Take that!
The autopsy report?
Please tell Trixie you're not going to say that's somehow fake, or that we're in need of an updated one.
No.
Don't you worry. I actually don't think there's anything wrong with the report. Still, I'd like to walk us through it together.
Patronize us?
That's enough, Prosecutor Trixie. Defense, you have the floor.
Now, the report says that the victim died due to blood loss after suffering blunt force trauma to the front of her head. Do we agree on that?
Hard to disagree when it's written right there.
Yep.
Exactly.
Even though prosecutors are not saying that, it's written there is no toxic in the system, so it has to be toxic. That's to be poisoned.
And Private Eye's testimony also proves that. But there was another thing he said that stuck out to me, and that made me think about this report. He said that the prevailing theory was that the murder was not premeditated.
Indeed, a crime of passion, as Prosecutor Trixie put it. Completely unplanned.
Unplanned, uncoordinated, and highly unconventional. The killer had simply grabbed what was available. That's what Private Eye theorized.
Yes, that's nice and all, but Trixie still doesn't understand why you're objecting. So far, you've agreed with everything Trixie has argued.
Yeah, actually I'm
Then
the
let me
killer.
show you why. Overall was arrested here, in front of the Bridalway Theater backdoor entrance. And Estella's body was found here, in front of the dumpster. Now, according to the autopsy report, Estella was struck on the front of her head. This means that the killer, who retrieved the murder weapon from the dumpster, would have needed to have attacked Estella from here. Now, do you see the problem?
I hate to be the bearer of menus, Sonata, but He can still be the killer and could have moved in the little time after throwing away the weapon.
You mean besides your stubbornness? No.
Come now. Earlier you said we all have eyes. Why don't you use them? Look closely.
Ugh. But that's... What?
If the killer struck from Estella's front next to the dumpster, then...
Exactly. Overall, when he was arrested, was not arrested facing Estella's front, but rather her back. Because he had come out of Bridalway's back door and was found between the door and the body.
Why, you're right! But doesn't this mean that Overall could have struck from behind?
That is impossible, Your Honor.
And why is that, My Little Pony?
Because the impression of the wound simply wouldn't match. Estella had to be attacked from the front.
Objection! Don't be absurd, Sonata. Overall could have still retrieved the weapon from the dumpster and attacked Estella from the front.
Yeah?
Really? That seems highly unlikely.
Why?
You're saying he would have left the back door entrance, gone past where Estella stood, retrieved the murder weapon, killed Estella, then returned to the back door entrance and waited there for the police to arrive?
That does sound absurd.
His hoof prints were found on the weapon! That can't be denied!
No, it can't. Still, I have to wonder. Does that really prove he committed the murder?
How could it not?
Consider where it was found. At Bridalway Theater. And consider Mr. Concept's occupation. Costume designer.
Yeah, we thought that
This
it
prop,
was.
I'd
It
wager,
wouldn't be
is
surprising
more
if
than
his
just for the stage.
was on it.
It probably is something made for a specific costume. And if that's the case, Mr. Concept,
Yes?
this walking stick prop that's been at the center of our discussion, have you ever worked on it before?
Yes, I believe I have. I was asked to make it for a production of Shakespeare's Pony's 12th Night. One of the characters disguises herself as an old stallion. Sadly, it wasn't one of our most well-received plays.
You
so
don't hear from him very often, do we?
it's made for it, stick included.
And as
I mean,
an
he's
earth
dead
pony,
at the moment,
you'd
so.
have to use your hooves to handle making it, not magic nor wings.
That's right.
Well, that seems a far more likely explanation for how Mr. Concept's hoofprints ended up on this stick. But if you don't think that's up to snuff, we could go and ask all the members of Bridalway if they can confirm that Mr. Concept worked on this prop before. Not that you'd mind though, right? Since you said you didn't need any other witnesses besides Detective I.
But Overall still had enough time to kill the victim! The disturbance report clearly shows that. The timing of when it was filed gives him 6 minutes of opportunity to—
Yes, that disturbance report. Funny thing about that, this whole contradiction of positioning I pointed out, it only appears because of that updated disturbance report and that transpositional error.
Ha! Exactly! Wait! No!
No.
The prosecution has just realized the error of her ways, Your Honor. Let us say, then, that the contradiction I've pointed out only appears because of this disturbance report. Well, if you want to get rid of this contradiction, then it follows you have to get rid of what causes it. The report itself. After all, it doesn't make sense for Overall to both have time to kill Estella in the way she was killed, and be arrested in a spot that would have made killing her impossible. Yet the disturbance report contends that very thing.
Are you saying this report is somehow fake?
Fake or wrong, pick your poison, it doesn't really matter. Either way, this updated one is faulty, and the original must be true. And furthermore, if it is true that the disturbance report was actually filed at 10:12 and not 10:21, then my original point stands.
I mean, either way, I'm assuming the one who escaped is the killer. to
That's
be in
basically what I thought since the last case. Well, the time they were at that the original report was the accurate one, and something got faked after that.
Yeah. Either way, something is wrong.
Overall, having gone on break at 10:15, could not have killed Estella at the time the disturbance report said he did. Take that, Trixie. If this was a chess match, I'd call this a discovered check.
But surely Your Honor still sees that the prosecution's argument has merit somewhere.
There are certainly points worth considering, I will grant you that. But the defense has successfully cast reasonable doubt upon your stance. And as that is the situation we find ourselves in, I cannot say I fully believe in what you have been arguing this entire time.
So that's what he meant. What I've demonstrated is that my client, overall concept, could not have killed Estella.
No, Sonata, you did not prove that. You have casted doubt on the possibility, but you did not prove it. But, likely this is not a game. In the game you have to prove who killed it. Who was the killer. But if it's more like the real life than just proving that, the prosecutor didn't have enough evidence to prove fully that he's the killer, then you can convince them.
The court, therefore, cannot rule against him.
I concur.
You say that as though that eliminates all loose ends, but now we're just back where we started.
Huh? What do you mean?
Isn't it obvious? Look, if Overall did not kill Estella, the natural question is, who did?
And that is not the defense's rule. They don't have to do it. It's your job,
Well, it would help if they prove who did kill Estella instead of Overconcept. Then Overall has got to be exonerated, unless he was an accomplice.
Yeah, but still, it is not the defense's job. So who was the killer?
Admittedly, I don't know.
You don't know?
Don't get me wrong. I would be interested in trying to figure out who really did this.
This
But my
music's
duty
familiar.
is to my client, first and foremost. I was here to defend an innocent pony. And I've got a right to follow my conscience in that regard, even if it means leaving some things, for the moment, unanswered. The defense rests.
As far as the defendant's innocence is concerned, I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts or evidence presented today. As such, I can confidently say that Overall Concept was not the perpetrator of this horrible crime. Be that as it may, we cannot leave this particular stone unturned. Estella's death must be solved. Prosecutor Trixie, after this trial, you are to investigate this faux updated disturbance report. We cannot trust its credibility. Perhaps by investigating it, we will gain a foothold into figuring out who killed Estella and locate her still missing sister. Is that clear?
It is, Your Honor. Trixie will do what she can to right this wrong.
Sure. Her going along with that may be one part out of legal obligation, and one part out of embarrassment. But I don't sense that she's any less genuine. So Trixie really has changed. It's not all a performance. Good on her.
Not bad, Sonata. This being your first case and all, I seriously expected you to flop.
It's funny how in the game and here as well, it's in your first case. It's murder. I imagine a normal defense attorney wouldn't be given a murder trial in the first case.
I'm glad I could exceed your expectations.
Oh, why take a compliment? It's not every day I give one out, you know.
All right. Fine. Thank you.
Just don't let it get to your head. You got lucky, but this is just one trial. I'm sure we'll meet again for many others. And when that happens...
When that happens, I'll be ready.
You'd better be.
Now then, I believe I am ready to declare my verdict. Mr. Concept, if you would please take to the witness stand.
Oh, okay. So there are no funny round. I did mistake. Necessarily no audience.
Not even clones.
I mean, it was supposed to be a secret trial.
Yeah.
Your Honor, would it be alright if I said a few things real quick?
I suppose so. Go right ahead.
Miss Sonata?
I did it.
Yes, Mr. Concept?
I just wanted to say thank you for believing in me, fighting for me.
You're very welcome.
Now, I am saying that I am the killer.
And,
I just started wondering if they should call it Trixie.
What?
Screw you.
Yeah. I mean, otherwise it will be... It makes sense if you have to wait on after the trial. You are getting acquitted.
I think he's gonna say I'll forgive you or something like that. I know you're just doing your duty. So.
Yeah.
Me?
I know this might seem a little strange, but I also wanted to thank you as well. For, doing your job. It couldn't be easy, doing something that doesn't feel clean, for lack of a better word. But I know a little about having to do things that don't always let you rest with a clear conscience. So, for what it's worth, thank you. And that's about everything I wanted to say.
And very fine things to say, Mr. Concept. A shame that it had to happen in such dire circumstances. But I do hope that you never have to come to trial again.
Funny you saying that. He never did. He died. I mean, even if he was supposed to come to the trial, he wouldn't be able to be convicted either way of this case.
I vaguely recall someone who worked on these episodes online mentioned this that the next trial the Luna would be more uppity, and also I remember a comment about you'll rarely hear overall Concept speak.
I mean, yeah, he is not alive anymore, so
yeah,
it makes sense.
You and me both, Your Honor.
This court finds the defendant overall Concept.
They never say the word not guilty. But we found you.
That was in the air, Trixie.
Adjourned.
Now, who is that? Someone with glasses. I'm assuming it's an apple. But
well, it looks like there might be a necktie, maybe, around the neck. Or where's that? Like, is that like a leg that's lifted up?
or it could be the pony from the background, the picture.
Maybe it's a pony that has an alien chest burster coming out of his chest.
Yeah, it could be a hat or it could be his hair. Well, at first I thought it was the hat I apparently had, but it could be his hair or their hair.
So we got some theories on who that Ponymon is.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a male pony, but
I would lean on that too, mainly because of the facial structure.
I muted, obviously, because the music is good, but can be problematic. You can check it out on your own. This link is down in for the original. You can hear the music. We have listened to it on our own. It is very nice, really well done. I wonder if
hold
there's
on to this.
anything in the end. No, there's nothing. There's
Really?
nothing this time.
Sometimes there was.
There might be, so we are gonna wait for that. We still have a lot of loose ends. We still don't know who the killer is in the first time. We are not sure if the one who died is actually Dawn. We don't even know if it was actually Stella or her sister. They call her Stella, but they are twins. It's easy to fake. Because the other one disappeared. So it is a very convoluted case. Putting serialized together. Gonna be very fun. I don't know who those are in the background at the end.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
And yeah, there's gonna be nothing in the end. Wait, are those silly ponies in the background? Yeah, never silly ponies in the background for some reason. Suddenly there is no 3-7. There's gonna be it for a long time. I'm assuming. I'm gonna say at least like 3 months. So we will see when the next month is gonna come. Until then, we will have to remember that the killer must have been one of those. I mean, probably the person in the background here. But yeah, those are silly bullets for some reason. We still have no idea who is the killer, why. I'm gonna assume it is SP who was one of them. It has to be something related to them. But we don't have enough information at all. Someone definitely knew about Stella.
Is that what their names are? Stella and Estella?
Stella and SP? I don't know what it is exactly. And you can hear my voice is going away in the meantime.
And I wonder if you can hear that I'm getting really tired for about 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's my fault. I woke up too late.
Well, it's nice that we finished this, and when it comes up again, we'll get back to it, okay?
Yeah, and tomorrow we are continuing content of justice training. So that's it for today. Once again, check out the original. Links are down below. And thank you for watching. Bye bye.
Bye bye.